Hello, hello. May God bless you, may prosper you this day. My name is Rick, and I am the cryptocurrency Watchman. Okay, guys, let's take a look at how we did yesterday. We had a good day yesterday. We had a good day. Um, Bitcoin went past 4,900 last night. By the time I went to bed, I don't know if it hit 5,000. By the time I went to bed, it was like 49.20, 49.19, somewhere in there. And as you can see this morning, it's dropped about $400. I believe Bitcoin is going to continue going up. The only thing about Bitcoin is that, if you're not in Bitcoin, what do you go into? I know that you can go into the dollar. There are other coins that you can go into, but you got to be very careful about where you put your money. Because you put it in something that's going to drop, you're gonna lose whatever money you got. But I believe Bitcoin's going to continue going up, but it is going to burst, and it ain't going to be nothing nice when it happens. So be careful with Bitcoin. All right, Digibyte. Man, we had a great day with Digibyte yesterday. 35% profit yesterday in Digibyte. I actually bought this coin at like 1.4 cents, $0.014, and I pretty much doubled my money yesterday. I think I believe it hit like right at 3 cents at one point. It was somewhere up in there. It was really, really close. You can see that it's dropping now. So hopefully you guys. I'm hoping that most of you are actually still in now. If you sold here and maybe buying back in, looks like it's about that's retracing, and we're going to see some higher numbers out of this. And this is the last time I'm going to mention this to you guys. I'm not going to mention this anymore. Digibyte's going to $1. And I'm telling you, Digibyte's going to $1. You guys believe what you want. I would pray on it. Whatever it takes. Make whatever move that you feel that you're comfortable with and you feel is the right move. But this is the last time I'm saying this. I'm still in Digibyte. I did not sell. I stayed in. I doubled my money. I could have doubled my money, but I chose to stay in because I prayed on it. The Lord told me to stay in no matter what. It's going to be a matter of being at the right place at the right time on this one. It's going to $1 and it's happening very soon. So you guys just decide what you want to do, and that's the last time I'm going to mention any of that. Okay, Navcoin was the next one we looked at yesterday, and we saw that it was already going up, and hopefully you guys were keeping an eye on it. I mean, we were right about in here, somewhere in here. You could see that there was a doji. We ended engulfing. And then we were looking for a confirmation. This was almost a hammer. You could almost call that a doji. We had a green candle, almost a hammer, almost a doji. Then we had the doji. Then we had the green candle. So hopefully you jumped in somewhere in here because this is a pretty good confirmation. We're already on an uptrend. We're looking to maximize our profit. So hopefully you jump somewhere in here. You had the potential yesterday of a 35% profit. From here, from the time that I put the video out to this point here, so you could have made anywhere from 5 to 35% off of this coin yesterday. So hopefully you guys got in at the right time. Okay, Stellar's the next one that we took a look at. We were right about here. We're about roughly about the 1230 mark on these charts. We're right about in here. We saw that there was an upward trend going on with Stellar. I told you to look for some more numbers out of this. I didn't think that we are going to see anything major out of Stellar, but yeah, we did make 5% on this one. It's actually a little over 5%, maybe somewhere in the 7 to 8% range on this one. And of course, then it started to retrace, and it's on this downward climb. Most of the coins are in the red this morning. It hasn't been the bloodbath that it's been in the past, but it seems to be a pattern with these coins. They'll go green for a few days, and then they all tend to turn red, with the exception of some. But when they go red like that's just potential. That's potential, because if everything's down, it's all going to go back up again when it starts turning green again. So if you can't make money doing this, then maybe you should go back to whatever you were doing, because there's tons and tons of money to be made in day trading, So anyway, 5% on that one yesterday. Okay, next one was Neos Coin. We were roughly about the 12:30 mark. We were right about in here. We saw this big jump yesterday. I'd commented that it could have been a pump and dump, and that's pretty much what it looked like. Of course, a lot of times when you see these, other people will jump in and keep it from crashing all the way down, and sometimes it actually starts a trend on these coins. But that didn't happen yesterday. I told you to keep an eye on the retrace. Look for maybe to begin to trend up, and it just fell, and now it's just kind of consolidating. It's still falling. So yeah, nothing out of this coin yesterday. Okay, Burst coin. Here we are about the 12:30 mark, between 11 and 14, somewhere in here roughly. If you jumped in, I also sent out an email alert. I think maybe like an hour or two later, saying that there's a buy sign all over Burst coin, and sure enough, there was. So hopefully, if you got in, you had the potential of at least a 20% gain yesterday. Now, if you work this coin, to here, and you saw that it was beginning to retrace, and we saw a little bit here, hopefully you were a little patient. Of course, if you sold here, it's still okay. Once you saw a little bit of the retrace, and then if you were wise enough to get in right here, you made over 20% yesterday, 25. There was a potential for 30%, but you'd have to be really, really, really savvy and good, at reading these things. I mean, I'm pretty good at it, but there's a lot of people out there that are better than I am. They've been doing this for years and years and years and years. So, but the smart thing to do would have been just to write it on up, sit on it, and wait. Um, One thing about retraces, you gotta be patient. Okay, you gotta be patient. This one, it it retraced pretty hard, but you never really know what these coins are going to do. I mean, from where you jumped in, depending upon where you got in, the retrace, if you hit your 5%, you made your 5%, you got out. That's great, fantastic, fantastic. That's the way to do it. Okay, then just don't look back. But if you're a little patient, sometimes these coins will pay off big. They'll pay off big. In fact, you probably pulled 10% out of this, and if you did this and you just shut it down and walked away and didn't look back, that's the way to do it. That's the conservative way to do it. That's the way you make money every day. That's the way you make it. You know, you can't you can't go with your emotions. You can't look back and say, "Oh man, if I'd stayed down and made this." No, be happy with 10%. Where else are you going to make 10% on your investment? Every day, 5 to 10%. Where are you going to do that? So yeah, just don't trade with your emotions. Okay, then storage coin. Didn't see a whole lot out of this one yesterday. This is the one that I said that you can trade this thing and make 5, 10% at a shot. All day, and that's the way some of these coins are, up and down, up and down. Yeah, there's money to be made. They pretty much fizzled out, at that point. So, not a lot to be made in this coin yesterday. Okay, let's start with the picks for today. The first one is pink coin. When I started, looking at the charts, we were right about here on the second candle, just kind of getting started. And now that I'm into making the video, because it takes a little time to get all this information together. Look at it jump. So I wouldn't get in just yet. Wait for the retrace. This doesn't look like a pump and dump to me. It may be, or with the upward trend. A lot of people may have just decided to get in. I don't know, but either way, it's going to retrace, and I believe we're going to continue seeing an upward trend on this one. You can see the consolidation. You can see that it opened up, and then boom, it just opened up really, really wide. If we look here, I started to work a trend line before, but it's gone way past that. So yeah, just wait for the retrace on pink coin. I believe that there's a good chance that we're going to see some more numbers out of this one. So yeah, I mean this definite buy on this one, but wait, wait for it to retrace, wait for it to start back up. I believe we're going to see a trend on this one. Okay, the next coin is Bitmark. We see some nice little jumps here. Nice little quick money to be made out of these jumps right here. I believe we're going to see some higher numbers out of this one today. You can see it's definitely on an upward movement. Let's shoot over to Koenigi right here. You can see that we have a support line going right here. Just watch it. See if it doesn't break through this line, it's going to continue up. And just like we saw here, there's a good chance that you could pull, 5% out of this coin maybe a couple times. And it may even surprise us and make a big jump today because, a lot of times when all these coins are going red, there are certain coins like we just saw with pink coin that everybody just wants to jump into. They see a little bit of a trend going on. They see things happening, and you get enough people to jump in, and it starts skyrocketing on you. So yeah, keep an eye on Bitmark today. Okay, MadeSafe is our next one. You can see we're on a nice little upward trend on this one. Um, I believe we're going to see some decent numbers out of this one. MadeSafe has made me some money in the past. It's been disappointing a few times, but I've made more money than not. I haven't really lost any money with MadeSafe. There was one time I did lose a little money with MadeSafe because I just kind of gambled and I had actually had too much money in there, and when it dropped, I didn't catch it in time, and I wound up losing a couple $100. But that happens. That's trading. If you cry over losing a little money every now and then, because that is going to happen. I've gotten really, really good at setting my stop losses and things like that. Sometimes some lessons are learned very hard. But anyway, it's definitely an upward trend. I would take a position now because it's got a buy sign on it. It is going up. This is a 30-minute chart on Coinigy. You can see that we have our support line here. We tested it, a little bit. I probably could have, moved this down just a hair, but you can see that it did just have a little bit of a breakthrough, just really quick. Nothing major because it's continuing to go up. So I would take a position now. Let's go ahead and see where this is going. I believe you can easily pull 5% out of this one, and we may see some higher numbers out of this one. I wouldn't be too afraid to stay in this one because MadeSafe seems to be on a nice little roll right now. Okay, the next is SYS Sys coin. I call it Sissy coin. You can see it's consolidating. It's consolidating. The Bollinger Bands are coming together. These are the kind of things that you want to look for when you're looking to make a big profit really fast. If you want to gamble a little bit and go ahead and buy in now, because it's going to go one way or the other. It's going to go one way or the other. Now, with everything being red already, so some of these coins are dropping. This thing can go either way. You can see that we're kind of pushing a little bit past that support line, and then we're dropping down. Now we're kind of hitting some of the resistance. It's consolidating. I mean, it's anybody's guess at this point, but keep an eye on it. Maybe set a buy sign, a little high, so that if it hits that mark and it starts shooting up, you're in. And then I know that you can get alerts and stuff like that from Coinigy, and if you can set your alerts. Set your buy, your stop loss. You can set it to buy at a certain point, and there's a lot of money to be made on these coins when they're consolidating like that. Because many times we see them, they make these huge jumps, and you make these just massive profits. So look at Sissy coin today. Okay, expanse is the next one. Look at the nice little jump in expanse. I was actually right in here when I was looking at it earlier, getting all my information together for the video. It looked like it might have been on a little bit of a retrace, but no, it's still going up. So, you might want to think about maybe even taking a position in expanse like almost immediately. Keep an eye on it. It's going to retrace, but I believe we're going to see some higher numbers out of expanse today. Absolutely. Okay, guys, those are my picks for the day. Take them for what they are, and hopefully we're gonna make a nice little profit today. I am moving some money around into some of these coins, but the bulk of my money that I trade with on the platforms, apart from everything else, I've got the bulk of it in Digibyte. Okay, so we're just gonna look at it every day. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. It is what it is. And so, okay, guys, you have a good day. I'm getting ready to put a video out just to kind of push, and sell the training class that I'm coming up with. Just to kind of give you an overview of what's going to be in it. So, look out for that, guys. And please tell your friends, to to purchase the training class. You know, I don't ask for money in these things. That's how I make my money. Thanks, guys.